Alright folks, today we're out here on kind of the west side of the town, just by Beltway 8 and West Park Tollway, just north of there. And we've got bees in the floor joist here. Now, it's been a while since I've worked on aluminum siding. I'm a bit nervous, but I talked to the homeowner and he's comfortable with it. You know, whatever happens, happens. So, we did, in the past, they tried to fill it. You know, the usual, tried to fill it, thought it would suffocate the bees, didn't work. What's interesting is now they're going in up above the fill there, but they're still squeezing in down here. So we went inside. I was hoping maybe there'd be carpet up there, but there's not. There's very nice hardwood. The guys remodeling this house. So, you know, if there was going to be carpet, I was going to just cut open the floor. That way I didn't have to damage this aluminum siding. But it's very nice hardwood. I'm definitely not going to tear that up. And, you know, I put my ear up against the wall, knocked, couldn't hear him on the wall, knocked on the floor, and I'm pretty sure I heard him when I knocked on the floor. So I think they're just going in up there, which is rare, but I think they're going in up there and it's coming all the way down. It's a bit chilly and breezy this morning. It's probably about 60, 65 degrees, but there's some storm clouds kind of overhead, and breeze blowing. It's got me shivering. That's why the camera's shaking. I'm out here in shorts and shorts and a t-shirt. Probably why I got a cold. Shorts and t-shirt and a little bit breezy, but it's supposed to clear off and warm up today. So anyway, I got my ladder set up, and we're working on taking the gutter off so it's out of the way. And then on this aluminum siding, I think it'll be okay because there's a seam on this bottom row. There's a seam here. About halfway down the next row up, there's a seam right there. So hopefully we're taking off those two rows. That's enough to open up that floor joist, and hopefully I can get those two pieces off without crimping them. As long as the weather doesn't catch it. But anyway, go ahead and finish pulling down this gutter. I haven't gotten right up close and personal with the bees so far, but right now they're not bothering me, so that's a good sign. But so we'll get it going. Well, I thought I was going to catch a lucky break. Turns out it's vinyl siding, not aluminum. So the siding came off super easy. I've got this little tool here, little flat red-handled pry bar tool. They call it a zipper tool, and it's because when you pull that siding off, it kind of makes a zip sound. So I got the siding off intact, everything looks great. Cut out a sheet of the insulation behind it, and I find hardy plank. So unfortunately that's what you run across with some of these houses that have been fixed up and remodeled. The remodelers come through and they say, you know what, rather than tear off the old siding or try to fix it or paint it, whatever, they just replace over it with new, you know, something quick, cheap, and easy like vinyl. So anyway, excuse me, knowing that, I'm gonna have a little fun with it. Get this next little scrap of insulation cut out here, and then I'll just cut a chunk out of that hardy plank siding behind as needed. I'm not going to take off this bottom strip of trim if I don't have to. I don't think I have to. And it goes, well, actually it goes right into there, so I could pull it off. But yeah, I might actually do that because it's all just nailed on. It's pretty easy. I might go ahead and take it off. But anyway, you know, this is the stuff you run into, unfortunately, with houses like this that have been fixed up. And that's not a jab at the builders or anything like that. It's just it's quick, it's easy, it's effective to just kind of cover stuff up. But unfortunately, guys like us come through and have to get through all this mess to get some bees out. It can be quite labor intensive. All right, well there they are. Got a 2x4 man board right here in my way. I'm going to try not to cut it. Hopefully I can work through it. I've got this little window here, that a natural window in the foundation or in the supports, and there's another 2x4 up here. It feels like I can reach up behind it, and then there's the floor above. So hopefully I can actually work through this little window without having to cut through the band board. But good sized colony right here in the corner floor joist. I have no idea how deep it goes. As far as I can reach my elbow in, I don't feel a stud back there, so the floor joist might actually be running in and out this way, which means it could go a long way in there. So a bit darker combs. They've been here at least a year, and shoot, it looks like there's a stud right there, and we'll feed back there too, so we might have to really get nasty with it and get this piece of trim and stuff cut out. But hopefully not. We'll just get my boxes set up here, and we'll start vacuuming bees, cutting combs, getting after it. I think it turned out to be a bit nastier than I expected. Actually opened everything up without having my suit on, you know. Well, not everything, but I got the siding off, I started getting the insulation off, and it wasn't until I pulled off the first piece of that hardy plank that I started getting active. These are some feisty bees. Kind of blowing up my suit, stinging my arm, so I had to take and duct tape the cuffs, because the suit doesn't have elastic on the cuffs. You can see them all piled on the side of the house there. And I still haven't, I just cut out one little scrap of comb just now. I ended up having to cut that second band down so I could get the combs easier. I'm going to start cutting some more combs now. And I've just been vacuuming like crazy, and it's just this is a big colony now. Got her, folks. I don't know if y'all can see her in there or not, but I got her. And she's big. She's a big fat queen. Not, standard length, fat. And it shows, boy, by the amount of brood she's got laid up in this hive and the amount of bees that are here. This is a very prolific queen. Excuse me. Hopefully, when I get them home and get them hived up, they calm down and they don't keep this bad attitude. I like to keep genetics like this that produce such a big queen, but well, if they're going to have this attitude, I'll go home and smash their head if I have to. I'd hate to do it, but I will. Anyway, right now I'm just still vacuuming bees, cutting combs. I'm just piling the combs off here in the yard for right now, just to kind of just set them out of the way. And once I get them all cut out, actually, I can start off now, but what I like to do is set them all aside, and then once I get them all cut out, then go back and square them up, put them in frames. But really, the big thing is I got her. Let me see her. Let me look at her myself. She's big. Big, beefy. Alright, so here's where we stand now, and I apologize if I'm not closer, but I promise y'all these bees are still feisty. They still won't let me be. Little thing I tried there, just stuck the box on the side of the house. I just built a little square base for it. It's pretty rickety. I'm afraid it's going to fall off, but I put in a lot of screws, so hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it lasts long enough just to pull this off. But you can see, so where the bees were going in and out was, apologize for my fat finger, but they were going in and out up there above the yellow expanding foam. And so I'm having a real hard time getting them to orient back down to the box now, because they're still wanting to orient up there above the yellow foam as they're coming back from the field. But I sprayed all that with Bee Quick. It's enough to keep them out of that corner, but you can see they're piling up over there to the right of the side of the house, on the right hand side, just left of the window. And there's a bunch of them perching up there on top of the gutter too, almost like birds. But it looks like the majority of them are hitting the box. Hopefully they're starting to fan. Hopefully they're starting to gather into the box. It looks like the majority of them are orienting to the box. So that's it for now. We're going to head home. I've got about half the bees, probably not half the bees, but I've got a lot of bees. And my bee vac I'm actually going to take home and make a split, because this colony was so big. They definitely don't need all those bees. It's a big colony. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully they calm down when I get them home and get them established. They'll relax a little bit. But if not, I'll definitely see about requeening. So for now, I got to get home real quick, find a queen to give to this little split, treat them like a swarm, and then I'm headed off to do another bee removal this afternoon. Alright, well, we're back out here to get it tonight. Looks like my little shelf held up. That's good. I see no bees anywhere up on the gutters or anywhere on the side of the house, so I have to assume that they are in the box, or that they have all crawled back up in the cavity. But either way, I'm fixing to get my ladder set up there and suit up and get them loaded and go home, because I am tired. I believe it's about at least 10 o'clock, and I still got an hour drive home. The second job I did today did not go very well, but y'all see it get posted up too, so I'm wore out and not happy. And here's a follow-up on the mean bees. Not so mean, which is good. That's really good. I was really worried. I brought that split. I brought half of them home Thursday afternoon and set them up like a swarm and gave them a new queen. And Thursday afternoon and even into Friday, they were bad. They were real bossy around the back of the house. They were bothering my neighbors, which is never ever good. I don't like that at all. And I was really starting to get concerned. I was thinking, making plans on where I was going to move them, where I could deal with them being aggressive. But now they're fine. I checked in on the swarm. The swarm was really nice. I keep calling it the swarm, the split. They were really nice. Didn't bother me one bit. So I thought, well, maybe that's just the new queen. But then I came out here and checked in on this one that has the existing queen. And they were nice too. They never even bumped my veil. So a little bit flighty, but that's to be expected. But never even bumped my veil. So hopefully they were just fired up because of the activity that day, and hopefully we don't have mean bees on our hands. So that's it for this one.